Hi and welcome to your Hatha practice. No props are necessary today. We're going to begin right down on your back, so please meet me in that space. We will be landing with the soles of our feet down on the mat to begin with, so that you can find a moment here to just gently adjust, realigning your hips with your shoulders so that you're nice and straight on your mat, you're not all skewiff. And then just gently a little roll of your hips and your pelvis forward and back. So it should feel like you're gently pressing your lower back down to the mat and then peeling your lower back up and away from the mat. So if you rest your hands lightly on the front of your hip bones, as you breathe in, think about pushing your hip bones forward toward your knees, letting your low back lift up off the mat. And then as you breathe out, gently pull your hip bones back toward your ribs, pressing your lower back down to the mat. So let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, hips go forward, lower back lifts up. And then breathe out, hips pull back, lower back pulls down to the mat. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. Now, let's find a happy medium between those 2 extremes, and we'll call that neutral. From here, gently walking your feet together, dropping your knees out wide. Butterfly. Let your hands rest lightly on your belly. So a little pre-word of warning. We're going to be moving through the hips today. So I want you to become hyper aware of that space. So started with some nice gentle pelvic rolls and tilts. And now here we are in this easy, relaxing butterfly posture. So let's start to bring some breath in and make it really conscious breath. So as you inhale, feel your chest gently lift and rise. And then as you exhale, gently release, relax, soften, and you might feel the belly gently sink. So inhale, belly, chest gently lifts. And then as you exhale, empty the chest, empty the middle torso, and then empty the belly. We're going to take 3 more breaths. So imagine that breath beginning in the belly, gently waving its way up through the torso, all the way up to the chest. You might even feel your collarbones lift a little. And then as you exhale, you breathe out and down. So emptying the belly, very last. Inhale, up. And then breathe out, down. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Gently sliding your knees up and together. Maybe your hands help to make that happen. Landing with your feet about hip distance apart. Taking your time, we gently draw your right knee into your chest. And hold that there. Okay. So big, deep breath in. Nice big, deep breath out. Inhale again. And exhale. 2 more. In breath. Out breath. Last breath in. And as you exhale, take your time. We're going to gently hook your right ankle over your left knee, a bit like the number 4. So right ankle over the left knee. And then if you could pick your left foot up off the earth, right arm reaching through the legs, left hand outer edge of left leg. We'll interlace the fingers at the back of your left knee or thigh. And let's try and make sure the back of your head is down. So I've moved into this little eye of the needle posture. Nice big release for your hips. So feel into that right hand side, the glute, the outer hip. Maybe you feel that through the thigh. So remember that traditionally Hatha is roughly 5 breaths in each posture. So giving you enough time to ground, to settle, and to really feel it. Last inhale. And then nice big release on the exhale. Okay, take your time. Try not to fling things out. Hands, let them go. Left foot to the floor, right foot to the floor. And then nice and slowly, stretch those arms out wide. If you're short on space, bend the elbows. Both knees, drop them to the right. Turn the head to the left. So soft twist to begin with. Okay. Haven't forgotten the left side. We'll get there in a second. Just letting those knees fall to the right. So your feet, they should still be about hip distance. So your feet aren't stacked, your knees aren't stacked. So ideally you'd have your left knee falling in toward the arch of your right foot. Next, breath in. Knees back to the middle. Head back to the middle. And then breathe all the way out. Inhale, pulling your left knee into your chest. Holding that there. Dropping your shoulders down, away from the ears. You might use each and every exhale to squeeze that knee down a little tighter. Eyes softening, jaw softening. So I'm taking you through a few passive releases to begin with, and then we'll get into some more activity in a moment, promise. So on your next breath out, release just enough so that you can hook your left ankle over your right knee. And then once that's settled, pick your right foot up off the floor, reach your arms through, interlacing your hands at the back of your right knee. Okay, so the left arm goes through the legs, right arm outer edge of the left leg, out of the right leg, back of the head down. So sometimes it helps to lift the head up so we can make that hook through the legs. And then sometimes we don't need that. Notice what you have happening in your system today and try and honor that. So think about pushing that left knee forward. Think about hugging that right thigh in toward you. Breathe in. And then we'll breathe out. Inhale again. And then exhale. Another breath. And then breathe that out. Nice and gently, we begin to release. 2 feet down on the earth, arms out wide, or a cactus. And on your next exhale, knees fall to the left, head turns to the right. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. Breathe out. Back in. Back out. Last breath in. Breathe out. Inhale, roll back to the center. Please hug your knees to your chest. Draw the knees down and wide. Flex your feet, grabbing hold of your feet or your ankles. Happy baby. Okay, so nice big hip stretch there. Notice how you're feeling in that space. We've done a bit of work, but it's all been floor-based. There hasn't been a lot of heat brought in just yet, but don't worry, we're getting there. Little tuck of your chin down and in. So it's like your feet are trying to push to the sky, but your hands are pulling back on your legs, so they just can't quite get there. The knees are bent. Try and keep the back of your head down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last one. Big breath in. And then breathe out. Release the feet or the legs. Draw the knees to the chest. And we're going to take 3 spinal rolls. All the way to the top. All the way back. To the top. Back. Last one to the top. We're going to hold it at the top. We're going to swing the legs around back and behind us. From here, all fours. And as you get settled into your all fours, let's set your hands down nice and firmly right underneath your shoulders. I'd like you to look down in between your thumbs. Think about drawing your navel up toward your lower back. Okay, nice and firm. On your next breath in, let's reach your right leg back. Point through the toes. So your right foot is nice and straight. Your right leg is nice and straight. So think of reaching that energy from your right hip to your right knee, to your right ankle, and then right out through the big right toe. While you're here, let's go ahead and look down through the thumbs. The crown of the head is pulling forwards. Breathe on in. Breathe on out. Again, inhale. And then exhale. Last one, in breath. Exhale, big slow step forward. Right foot replaces your right hand. So you might grab the back of the ankle and drag it into place. Now while you're here, breathe in. Both arms rise up. Chest lifts up. Low lunge. So while you're here in your low lunge, let's just take a peek down, making sure that you can see your big right toe inside your right knee. As the arms lift up, spread the 10 fingers wide. Take the arms out a little bit wider. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale again. And then exhale. Last one. Exhale. Hands come down to frame the front right foot. Tuck the back toes under. Inhale, lift the back knee. Runner's lunge. So the back knee is up, the back heel is up. We're looking forward and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. In. Back out. Final breath. And then breathe out, gently dropping the back knee down. Left hand down underneath the left shoulder, 10 fingers wide, and then inhale, right arm, reach it forward, and then slide that right arm up to the sky. Easy twisting lunge. We're in the half version, so the back knee is down. Let's work on keeping your right knee stacked over your right ankle, opening your chest, turning it to the right, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Another one. Big deep breath in. Breathe out. Reach the right arm back and down. Now while you're here, gently walking your right foot over to the right edge of your mat. So right foot right on the right edge of your mat. Both hands down underneath your shoulders. So hands should be shoulder width apart. Gently tuck your back toes. On your next breath in, push the left heel back, lift the left knee. We've landed into a wide lunge. So hands inside that right foot, remember. Wrists should be resting underneath the elbows, elbows underneath the shoulders. Keep pushing the left heel back. Keep sliding the right knee forward. Okay, so let's keep the body nice and long, but also strong. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Big breath in. Breathe out. Back, left knee down softly, lightly. Untuck the back toes. And we're actually going to turn your right toes out to the right a few degrees. And then we're going to roll onto the outside edge of your right foot. Okay, so that's the baby toe edge of the foot. So basically what's started to happen is this right knee is dropping out to the right. You get to drop your chest down a little. Hello, hips again. So remember, that's the flavor of the practice. So rather than tightening, rather than resisting, what if you could stay with it? Okay, 2 more breaths. I know we're having fun. That's sarcasm, in case you didn't notice. This is a big pause for most of us. So final breath. Breathe all the way out. Inhale, right foot back to the floor. We're going to wiggle the right foot back in between the hands. Please tuck your back toes under. Please lift your back knee. And then we're going to walk both hands around to the left, turning 10 toes to the left edge of your mat. Okay, we've landed in a wide-legged forward fold. Hands underneath the shoulders. Gently turn your 10 toes in toward one another. Heels push out. Pigeon-toed feet. Hands might stay down underneath the shoulders. If you have the space, maybe elbows down. 5 breaths here. Looking back through the legs, crown of the head reaching down toward the floor. Crown does not need to touch. Breathe in. Breathe out. In and out. Last one. Exhale. Coming back to the hands if you're down on the forearms. And then gently turning your heels in toward one another, turning your 10 toes out. Bend the knees. Breathe in, sweep the arms wide. We're going to rise all the way up. Lengthen the legs as you lift. And then breathe out. Hands to heart. Pausing here. So crown of the head is lifting to the sky. Spine is long. And we've slightly got those feet turned out. Okay. On your next breath out, I'd like you to bend your knees. Rather than leaning forward or back, think about sliding your back down the wall behind you. You might need to gently readjust your feet, turning your heels in. Okay, soften your shoulders. Sit nice and low. So I always think, imagine around the tip of your tailbone, there's like a little fishing weight tied. So it's sort of dragging you down, sitting you nice and low into that lunge. We've got 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath in. Breathe out. Inhale. Prayer goes up. Legs go long. And then exhale. Prayer down to the heart. Turn the heels back behind the big toes. 10 toes turn toward the top edge of your mat. Left foot next to right. Inhale. Arms out wide. Rise them up. And then exhale. Fold on down. Forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Okay, step it back, down dog, in breath. Now exhale and hold it here. 10 fingers wide, looking back through your feet. In and out. Last one. Exhale, drop your knees down to the floor. Okay. Please untuck your toes, getting ready for side 2. Firm up your all fours here, so draw the navel in. Align those 4 points correctly on the mat, so knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Recruit the strength of your fingers, move them wide. Inhale, reaching your left leg back. Okay. Draw the navel up and in. We're going for length with that whole left leg. Okay, crown of the head is reaching forward, away from that left foot. Okay, little tuck of your elbows in. Draw the shoulders back, keep the neck long. Final breath here. Breathe out, left foot, replacing the left hand. Big slow step forward. And once you land, we breathe in. Arms come up, chest lifts up. We call that our low lunge. Maybe the eyes lifting in between the palms. Wherever you are though, I'm sure you can lower the shoulders a little. Maybe relax your face. Maybe a little smile. Let it be fun. Let it be a celebration of what your body can do rather than this time to beat yourself up. No one likes that. No one feels good after that. So celebrate what you can do. Remember, it's a yoga practice. So we keep showing up for ourselves. And we're just breathing and moving, reconnecting. Next breath out nice and gently. Hands come down, framing the front foot, tucking the back toes. Inhale, lift the back knee. Runner's lunge. Eyes forward and down. Back heel up. Back knee up. Left ankle over left knee. Sorry, left knee over left ankle. Not the other way around. Another big breath in. As you exhale, slow and steady, back knee down lightly. Breathing in, breathing out. Right hand firmly down underneath the right shoulder, and then inhale, left arm forward and up. Easy twisting lunge. So we're in the half version. So remember, you can lift that back knee if you want a little bit more challenge. You can keep the back knee grounded if you're happy where you are. Turning the heart, the chest to the left. Maybe looking up along that left arm if the neck allows. 10 fingers wide. Left knee over left ankle. Lots to keep track of, right? I'm trying to keep you out of your mind and right in your body. Last breath here. Breathe out, left arm reaching back and then down. 2 hands, let's slide them inside your left foot, and we're going to walk your left foot right off to the left edge of your mat. Hands back underneath your shoulders, widen your fingers, breathe in, breathe out, tuck the back toes, push the right heel back, lift the right knee, or in this wide low lunge. Okay, push back through the right heel, squeeze that left knee forward, look forward and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, in, back out. Last breath. Breathing out nice and gently, back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Gently turning your left toes out to the left and then rolling onto the left edge, the little toe edge of your left foot. Okay, you can stay on your hands. Let's slide the heart, the chest forward. Look out, don't look back. So check out what's on the horizon line. So we're about progression, right? We're not going back. We're going forward. So feel it. Draw your eyes there. Create a vision. On your next breath out, left foot back to the floor. Take your time. We are going to nice and slowly walk your left foot back in between the hands. Okay, from here, let's breathe in. And then let's breathe all the way out. Lift the back knee. And then while you're here, we're going to walk 2 hands, 10 toes, round to the right. Okay, so wide leg forward fold. Number 2. We're going to stand nice and firm in those feet. So again, gently turning the big toes in, heels out. And now breathe in. Stretch the arms out wide. We're going to lift all the way up to standing. And then as you breathe out, stretch the arms out wide. Pull the hips, the bum back, hinging from the hips. Slide the hands down the outside edges of the legs. Maybe catching the calves or the backs of the ankles. Maybe the outer edges of your feet. Crown of the head reaching down to the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale again. Exhale. 2 more. Big breath in. Breath out. In. And exhale. Reverse. Inhale, arms out wide. Press down into the feet. Lift all the way up. As you exhale, nice and slowly, lower the arms down. Turn the 10 toes toward the top edge of your mat. We are stepping to the top. Inhale, arms out wide, lift them. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. And then exhale, fold down. Inhale, plank, step back. Exhale, knees down, chest down. Breathing in, cobra pose. Heart slides forward, shoulders slide back. Exhale, tuck the toes, draw the hips back. Child's pose. So settling here. Maybe keeping arms forward. Maybe sliding them back. What works? What's available? What's needed? And your next breath in, gently rolling back up. And then making your way round into a seat. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. So welcome back to the hips one very final time today. Let's grab hold of the ankles so that you can drop the shoulders, you can lift that crown of the head up, push the soles of the feet together and gently lower the knees down and wide. So there's a lot of action in that movement. Okay, keep the spine long. And then soften that jaw. Breathe in. Breathe out. In breath. Out breath. Final two. In. Out. Last one. Breathing all the way out. Take your time. Release. Roll round onto your back. Preparing for your final rest. It's been a big one today. Started nice and slow. Kind of passive in the hips. And then we got right there. Found some heat, found some intensity. Hopefully it was enjoyable. Hopefully there was some releases along the way. As you come down, wiggle your shoulder blades under toward the spine. Let the hands rest alongside the body. Let the 10 fingers slightly curl. Take a nice big deep breath in. Hold the breath. Close the eyes. Breathe in a little bit more. Hold. Breathe in one more time on top. And then open your mouth. Breathe out slowly with sound. Keep going until there's no breath left. And then a nice easy breath in. And an easy breath out. No more controlling the breath. Just pure release and relaxation. I hope you have a wonderful Shavasana resetting. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.